What's up, males, females, children, adults, I don't know, everything that exists. This is another video. I know my voice sucks. Cheese and butter. But point is, I want to make another video cause why not? Just this Saturday I got this new game, MK11 Ultimate Edition. So yeah, that's gonna. So you're gonna see some fatalities and maybe a brutality or two in the background. But yeah, let's get this video started. It's another Reddit story video. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to read properly. None of my videos are scripted, so I don't practice these. I just find the stories and start reading. So let's get started. Okay. Am I the hole for not telling my dad that I had cancelled our hotel reservation after he insisted on taking my stepsister? My 17 what? Okay, that has a weird start to it, but my 17 female parents divorced 10 years ago because my dad cheated on my mom. He married the other woman who had two kids. My stepsister Julia, 17 female, and my stepbrother Josh, 14 male. While my dad cheated, their mom didn't because their dad had already passed away. Before that, I was a total daddy's girl. I adored him and I was glued to his hip. My mom encouraged me to keep a relationship with him after they split. His new wife, family, never paid much attention to me. They weren't mean nor good, just there in the middle. But at first, I always had to share my dad with them whenever I visited. If we went hiking or fishing, they had to come. If we went to the movies, had dinner outside or anything, they had to come. I remember I used to cry at night because I couldn't understand. This stopped when I turned 15 because I wanted to do something special with just my dad, and when he said that we should invite my stepbrothers, step siblings, I guess, step siblings, I just broke down crying, asking him why he never wanted to spend time with me alone. We had a long talk when I got to vent how awful I felt just sitting there waiting for him to turn his head and notice me. Because if I tried to talk or have his attention, they would get in the middle while ignoring me, and he apologized. After that, we would spend more time one-to-one, and just a very few instances, with all of them. I won't lie, I really enjoyed it. I could really talk with my dad, do fun stuff, and be around him without having to wait for my stepbros to stop talking to him or anything. When I say stepbros, just think about step siblings, okay? Okay. Julia and I'll be graduating this summer. I got an early acceptance to my college of choice, and when I told my parents, both decided to do something to celebrate. My mom and I will be having a getaway weekend to the spa, and my dad said he would take me to the beach. I was honestly really excited, so I offered to pay for the hotel reservation because I wanted to feel mature. I owe, I owe my dad. Wait, I do not know what the I owe in the middle is, but we just ignore that. My dad said no a bunch of times, but I ended up convincing him. We were supposed to leave today, but when he came to pick me up, my stepsister was there. And we said it was a surprise since both of his girls were graduating. Apparently, she begged him to come with us, and he agreed, saying that she would get his bed and he'll sleep on the floor between us. I could feel my eyes burning, and I told him that this wasn't the deal. He tried to convince me, but he ended up leaving with her. In my rage, I called the hotel to cancel the room, and I didn't tell my dad. When they arrived, he tried to check in, and when he couldn't, he called me. I only said, "Yeah, I cancelled it," and hung up. He sent me a long text apologizing, and my mom said that what I did wasn't okay, and that I owe them an apology. Apparently, they're on their way back because they couldn't find a hotel. ETA, something like that, I don't know. As someone suggested, I'm adding this. The trip with my dad and the spa getaway with my mom was because I got an early acceptance, not because I was graduating high school. That why Julia had no business being there. My dad did ask about inviting her, and I said no. I also informed my dad that because he keeps hurting me and putting his other family above what I explicitly asked for them for then I would rather go and see with what the hell is it, and see with him, and he was currently uninvited to my graduation, and that this was the last time. And while I still love him, and it hurts my heart that it has come to this, I can't keep doing it anymore. I asked him to not contact me again, and I blocked him. As for my mom, I explained to her everything, and after much crying from both parts, she apologized and hugged me. She didn't know. What? Okay, she's supporting my decision. Very first off, ready people, do not argue no stupid English. No offense to a lot of them, because I know a bunch of them just gonna come storm my comments. That'll actually be a good thing. I don't care about the hate. I just want some people to storm my comments. Well, yeah, I kind of support the OP, because she wanted a one-to-one with dad, but dad decided to bring stepsis along. So yeah, and next story in 3, 2, 1. Am I the fool for telling my brother that he is being a terrible husband to his pregnant wife? My 25 male, that being the OP, brother 27 and his wife 26 are having their first ever baby. I'm excited because I'm going to be an uncle. However, my sister-in-law, let's call her Gigi or Gigi, is basically going through this pregnancy without my brother. We'll call him Aaron. Giving whatever Reddit, do you know our stupid English? Giving is currently in her given she is in her currently in her third trimester, and at first my bro oh my days, these people. And at first, my brother was doing all that he was supposed to do, going to doctor's visits, making sure Gigi and the baby were healthy, and everything a dad and a husband was supposed to do. But in the past few months, that all changes when my brother would choose staying late at work and hanging out with his friends over taking care of his responsibilities. You don't just go in and then just not do anything about going in. Well, where was I? Over taking care of his responsibilities. He hasn't been to any recent doctor visits with Gigi, and oftentimes leaves her at home for days at a time. And when he does come home, he basically ignores Gigi. Of course, this has hurt Gigi. The sort of icing on the cake for me was about 3 days ago. Gigi was rushed to the hospital by my mom for excessive bleeding. Thankfully, the baby and her are okay, and my entire family shows up to the hospital to check on the baby and Gigi, except my brother. Everyone is calling him profusely and he doesn't answer. I end up tracking him down at a bar with his friends and tell him what has happened, and he doesn't even seem to care. I then go on to ask him why he's been husband and father. This leads us into an argument, and he accuses me of sleeping with Gigi. In no way in that accusation is that accusation true. My brother and Gigi have been together since they were 17 and 16 respectively. Gigi is just as much family to me as my brother. I used to look up to their relationship and hope that I would find my perfect match, because they were just so good together. After that argument in the bar, my brother left and he has not checked on his wife or baby in 3 days. Father of the year right there. But to be honest, he could be a better, after that entire thing, the best thing he could do is go get the milk and never come back. Because, if this is what he does when his wife's pregnant, imagine how he'll treat the baby. Simple. Go get the milk. Don't come back. If you don't have to deal with it, you can't be a bad father, can you? Pow 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 pow. And then trying to move on to the next story, because I still have time for one more. Am I the whole for refusing to find my daughter's ex? The boy in question is named Jaden, 22 male. My 45 female husband, 46 male, and I had known him for 15 years, since he's the son of one of our friends. My daughter Tati, nice name, 21 female, and him have had the same friend group for a few years now. No, is not now. In college, they befriended this girl named Paige. Paige B. 21 female. My hubby and I loved Jaden with all of our hearts. Tati is our only child, and we thought of him as our son. We believed they would get married one day, so we decided to him the family business. Uh, Teach him the family business since he was 17 to 18, so he could take care of it one day. Tati is not interested. I hired Paige for a while, but she ended up quitting because she had to take care of her mother because she broke her ankle. A year ago, Tati told us that she and Jaden were expecting, and while we worried because they're too young, we were happy for them. Sadly, my daughter had a miscarriage and ended up with severe depression. I saw Jaden doing everything she wanted, as you can imagine. My daughter began to snap easily and started to treat the poor boy badly. We talked to her, we told her it wasn't fair, but she wouldn't listen. She said we didn't understand. Nor did Jaden and that she had just lost a child. During a fight, Tati broke up with Jaden. It was pretty common during those days, and he always came back saying sorry, but that time he didn't. He kept showing up to work. He kept talking to my husband and I, but it seemed that he was done with Tati. And as unfair as it sounds, I don't blame him. Eventually, he started to date Paige, and this obviously enraged my daughter. She demanded I no longer leave the business to Jaden because he wouldn't be family anymore. I stupidly said yes because my daughter was grieving and heartbroken. Jaden understood. I thought that was it. Tati never demanded anything else until 2 weeks ago when Jay told us that Paige was expecting. I guess it triggered Tati, so she demanded again that I fire Jaden because he has no business around us anymore. I don't know why, but I declined. It doesn't seem fair. Jaden has proven to me that he's cut out for this. He knows what he's doing. He's a good boss. He's smart, and people trust him. So I said no. Tati went to her dad crying, and my husband demanded I fire Jaden ASAP, but I said no again. He said he would fire him himself, and I said he wasn't allowed because the business belongs to my side of the family and my dad was still alive, so he had the last word. My husband keeps telling me that I am an hole for choosing Jaden over Tati. So maybe am I the hole? No, you are not, madam. It's your bratty daughter who is. Someone is definitely up. Oh, I'm being much of a retard. I thought I stopped recording for a second. Anyway, your daughter is the problem, because if anything, why is she demanding that a good boss who knows what he's doing be fired just because she broke up with him? If anything, she should just shut up and mind her own business. But to be honest, I kinda side with the daughter as well because I don't know, it's just like she was depressed, but also I side a lot with Jaden and the mom here, because Jaden tried, she didn't accept any of it. So you are not the whole, and Jaden is actually deserving of being business owner or CEO or whatever the highest rank is. So I shall call this end of video because I am too lazy to look for another video to split into this like 1 minute 57 that's left due to my current timer thing, but thingamabob. But yeah, I'm gonna just leave you with some nice soothing gameplay while I go and watch videos on my laptop here and maybe play some Roblox because I'm 17. Definitely no, yes, I am. You are and also one thing to Reddit, some of your users are stupid. Anyway, goodbye guys.